Hey everybody, Dave Cook, DeFranco Painting and Wallpaper. One of the things I wanted to do a quick thing on, this is kind of we're sending it to our employees also, but we use Graco HVLP guns. And one of the issues that we seem to have is when we get in a hurry, as we're putting the gun back together, these are two parts that come off as we're cleaning it. We take them apart every time to make sure there's no paint in there. It's got a little, that's the inside of it, black spring. And as that seats in there, there's a little notch that it sits into, so it moves back and forth, and that spring allows this piece to move back and forth. And then these little ball bearings have springs in there, and there's a cap that goes on there. You can turn it and adjust the fan spray, so we can spray up and down, spray this way, or we can spray in a little small hole. So when we put this tip on there, one thing that happens is it doesn't get put on all the way. You can kind of see how this piece still moves, and it's just another half a turn, now it's not moving. Because when that's not all the way, this tip, so I can't tell you how many times we've done this in the last month, where this tip wasn't screwed in all the way, like that extra quarter of a turn, just that little bit allows the needle to not sit back in there correctly. And the needle doesn't sit back in there correctly, the paint comes out a lot. And it doesn't come out in the right disbursement, for lack of a better word. So in the back we have air pressure, and this determines how much fluid's on here. So even though this is set to, the fluid is like this one is set to number 2 is what we typically keep it at. Even though it's set to number 2, the needle in here never seats right. And as you can see right now, there's no needle in there, but that's what it looks like. So as you're sitting there spraying, that paint keeps dripping out, and when they hit the gun with the air, all that stuff splatters everywhere. So it makes a really big mess when you're spraying. So we're making sure, putting this back together, give that extra little bit of a turn. That way you don't get splatter everywhere. And like we talked about orange peel in a couple videos, it's kind of like an orange peel, except you get splatter everywhere. Now you're really sanding it down, or in case of the spray booth or yourself, you're getting paint all over you just because of how your pattern is set. So just a quick tip on the Graco HVLP, make sure that is all the way tightened, otherwise you're gonna get splatters all over the place. Thanks. Got any questions about painting your kitchen cabinets? Let's see how we can help. David Cook, DeFranco Painting and Wallpaper. We're here to help you love the space you're in.